Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our method book on the clarinet with line 36, Morning from Peer Gynt. So we're going to go through, look for patterns, and see what we have. So as always at the beginning, we have our treble clef, followed by our time signature. This time signature is 3/4 time. The 3 is the number of beats per measure, and then the 4 on the bottom is the value of the whole note. And even when we don't have a whole note, we can still figure out the value of everything else from this information. So if the whole note equals 4, then half of a whole is a half of 4 is 2. So any half note that we would have would get 2 beats. We don't have a half note, but it's still important. We'll come back to that. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1, so all of those quarter notes get 1 beat each. And then half of a quarter is an eighth, half of 1 is a half, so the eighth notes at the end of the first line have 1/2 of a beat each, or the pair equals 1 beat. Now at the very end we have a dotted half note, so we need to know the value of the half note because the dot is going to add half of the note's value to it. So if we have a half note and we know that half notes get 2 beats in 3/4 time, half of 2 is 1 because that's what the dot is. So the 2 of those together, dotted half note, is 3 beats, which makes sense because we're in 3/4 time. So now we have this marking, this curved line from the very beginning to the first beat of measure 4. That is a slur, but in this instance, it's also a phrase marking. So we're going to start with a t sound, but then we're not going to add the tongue in again until this eighth note right here. And then these 4 eighth notes fall within the slur, and then we don't tongue again until the beginning of the second line. So we have to have enough air, and our fingers need to move very precisely in order for this to work. Next, we start out with an open G on the second line. We go 2 notes down to an E, then D, then walk back up the scale from C, D, E, and then we have that same measure again, G, E, D, then we get to the C, and then eighth notes, D, E, D, E. On the second line, we have G, E, G, then we have A, which is this front toggle key, down to the E, back to the A, so we're rolling, and then G, E, D, then dotted half note C. So we have G, E, D 3 times in the song. I'm going to play through it. I have a metronome going at 80 beats per minute, and I hope you are able to play along with me. Here we go. 1, ready. And that's it for line 36 on the clarinet. I hope you were able to keep up. If you need to slow it down, if you need to work out smaller sections until you get comfortable, definitely do that, but always strive to put it back together and increase your tempo to where it's comfortable and where it makes sense for the song. So I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.